Good morning. It's another beautiful day in Southwest Florida. This is the middle of the winter. It's January 31st, 2024. Eat your heart out. Minnesota and Buffalo and places like that. Ottawa, Toronto. But this is my Aloe africans at the foot of my driveway. And this is the high season for pollination activity. And you can see the bees here just buzzing all over the place, having sex in the morning with the blue sky. And it's about 70 degrees here. It's gorgeous. African aloe or Aloe africans. And what I've already done so far is where there is a flower stalk that is like this, I leave them to the bees to take care of. And then they start developing their seed pods. And then what happens is the seed pods start to form. And when the seed pods are pretty much all formed on a stalk, then I cover them with ladies' stockings, tie them at the bottom to keep any seeds from falling out, and I just wait. And I wait for nature to do its thing, nature to take its course. And with the help of all the bees, that some people say don't exist anymore, but they do. Here they are. These stalks will ultimately begin to dry out, and when they get to a certain point, I'll just cut them off at the bottom. I'll hang them upside down for a little bit. Make sure that the seed pods are completely mature and begin to open up and reveal the valuable seeds inside, and then I'll have fun with those seeds, growing more African aloe or Aloe africans. This thing is really something. It's got good company though. Tractor seat. That's the wisteria. I call it Florida wisteria. It produces a huge wisteria-like flower hanging down from it, like grapes, purple grapes, only flowers. But everything is really going to town right now. It's the other types of aloe or flowering. Everybody's flowering, everybody's having a good time. And the entrance here, these guys, succulents, just spilling out, pouring over. The crown of thorns, some more succulents. These things are cool. You could break them off and stick them in the ground, they'll start growing new ones. And especially down here, for instance, this guy. Down here, I wanna lay this one against, I wanna put a pot down here and just put him in the pot, just lay him up against the pot, and he'll start to root into the dirt in the pot. Done some transplanting of some cuttings here of crown of thorns. And might as well keep going a little bit here because lots of things are really going nuts. This is another nice aloe plant, different kind. No idea what it is, but look at that flower. Whew. And of course we have the current project of all the trees, all the ligustrums that Ray gave me, that when he tore them out of his new house, I didn't want them anymore, and they're incredible. They're very happy here, kind of in the shade, but you can see they're They're putting out new growth even now. And I've got them all wound up with drip irrigation. This guy's showing off right here. He's as alive as you can get. And I've still got these waiting for my attention, but I like to think this is 5 years worth of work right here. Just getting them prepared. What I've been doing is taking the soil here that I collected from around when I cut these and took them out, took the balls out, and chopped the edges off to the point where I could get them in the truck. And then I put that soil in these pots, and I've been using the sifter that works really well, the sifter, to separate the flotsam from the jetsam, and ended up with some gorgeous light dirt, a lot of sand in it. And I've got that down here, but here are some of the crowns of thorn, the larger crowns of thorn, some Bganvilla, huge, crown of thorns, some more crown of thorns. Here's the gorgeous, you get to a certain point and you go, I'm describing dirt as gorgeous. I mean, look at this. This is gorgeous. So this is the dirt that I collected from around all the plants that Ray gave me, and it's really terrific soil. So I'm using that, keeping it from getting too wet, and you can see that there's a lot of the roots and stuff that I've taken out of it. It's beautiful. And this is another Bougainvillea that I took down, pulled out from this spot yesterday at the base of this stone wall, because this right here, this area, I am going to grow loofah. So I'm creating a loofah cage, basically. I'm putting these stakes in the ground, and then I'll run some green, it's covered with some kind of plastic, but a green steel welded mesh over top of this, from the bottom over top of it, up to the point where then it crosses over and goes to the other side. And this is going to be the trellis in this spot over top of this. It's the entry to the back bathroom, shower. And I'm in the process of figuring out how I'm going to do that, because I've got to install some other loofah plants down in there to get them to grow up along that edge. They'll grow, I think, even faster because they'll be reaching for the sun. But this is a western facing white background, and from everything I've read on YouTube, this is what loofah loves. This is an environment loofah loves. This is a morning, and you can see the sun's coming through from the east over that direction, so it'll come all the way up and then set right about over there. So it's going to have a hot morning, afternoon, all the way to sunset sun in a humid environment, and the loofah is going to love it. So I'll have this done in the next couple of days, and that's going to be a cool project. But meanwhile, I've had to move some more of the plant material that I got from Ray. Here's some more crown of thorns, some smaller ones, some larger ones. Here's smaller. Here's a couple of pups from my huge cycad, and they're gonna be cool plants too. Here's some more of the stuff that I got from Ray. Some crown of thorns, some crotons that I planted next to the ducks. Usually when I take my tour of the backyard, I don't go this direction, but this is, also several, or two nice cypress, junipers here. And I'll be doing a bonsai on these guys because I like the base. So I'm in the process of doing some trimming on them. And so I'm driving the back budding process, and you can see back budding in here. So I'll figure out how to cut some of this back to force more, and a lot of back budding coming here. So I'll be doing this slowly. I'll be cutting all this back to reach a point where I, condense the top so I can emphasize the nice nabari and movement that's there. There's another one. Oh, before we get there, I found this. This looks like Linus and Charlie Brown Christmas tree, but what it is and it's doing fine. It's pushing out. You can see it's pushing out all the way. I think I've got one popping out the top somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Okay, this is a belladonna with those beautiful flowers that hang upside down, and it's poisonous and hallucinogenic, so I have to keep it away from my wife because she's kind of a hippie. Also, a few more standard Bougainvillea that I took out of Ray's area, and I've cut those back and have gnarly heads that'll be pushing out. We've got some growth out of this already somewhere along here. I saw it the other day. So I probably ought to bring this out into the sun because it's ready to pop. Some more Bougainvillea standards that I picked up along the way. Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite guys because I like survivors. This is like Soul Survivor kind of thing. I mean, this thing is about as dead as you can get at the bottom. I've wood hardened it and shellacked it, so it's protected, but it's happy here. And it's really popping, got great color. But I like it when there's an interesting bottom like this. It's got a nice flare, good nabari. Here's another big Bougainvillea that I'm in the process of sticking in a small pot, but I'm not sure I want to put it in this location, so I have to get advice from my interior designer spouse. This is the tree dolly that I use. It's handmade, and I just had the bottom soldered, had this flat part welded on. Makes it easier to carry some of the big trees. This is another one of the junipers that I got from Ray. This got kind of a cool windswept. I've trimmed this all to emphasize the windswept aspect of it, and like the other one, I'm waiting for the back budding to occur. It's starting to. It's all healthy all through here, so this will all be popping some buds back toward the center, and I'll be trimming this all back so I emphasize the movement and the nabari, and then I'll build the leaves like that. And of course there's all kinds of other stuff that I've had for a while. Lots of Bougainvillea. Here's a pixie Bougainvillea, and a lot of cuttings. I've got more cuttings. I stick them everywhere. I soak them for about a day. I trim them off the bottom. I reveal some of the cambium. I shoot them, dust them with the rooting hormone, and I stick them in the ground. Most of them catch on. This is a buttonwood, and I haven't styled this lately. I'm just letting it grow out, and it's really liking this spot. Got that from the Buttonwood Queen. Bunch of different stuff. I like the color of this Bougainvillea, and I've taken a lot of cuttings off of it. I'm in the process of refining the head, cutting it back, cutting it back, cutting it back, getting some ramification going, and it's going to be a cool little piece. Yeah, here's one of the cuttings right here. Gumbo Limbo, and this was a lot bigger. I cut this way back last year. Big cut right here. Big Gumbo Limbo. Another Boogie that I'm fusing. I'm fusing it right here. Two trunks. I actually think it's two trees. I'm trying to fuse it into one. I'm going to sneeze here in a second. There I go. Okay. Green Island Ficus. Real nice piece. A lot of great air roots in here. Man, I'm turning this into a long one. Lots of cuttings, a lot of things that I've just cut them, stuck them in dirt. This is a sea hibiscus. I've taken a lot of cuttings off of this guy. And fiddly figs that I've grown from air layers. This is a Ficus volunteer that it's on other YouTube videos I've got, and this is the one that I got from that was up against a big palm tree, probably a 50-foot palm tree, and I collected it and cut it off. Actually, it was a little further out here. I've taken it back like this just to see if I can get some growth, but this is not putting anything out, even though it's still green.